Hello. Hello, beautiful earth angels. Welcome. Welcome, welcome to beautiful earth angels unite. This is podcast 123. 123. Trust your gut with Archangel Raziel. Your body is your truth teller. It will always let you know whether something, a person, a situation, an environment is aligned with you or not. Trusting your gut means honoring your physical and emotional sensations that are guiding you towards your highest path. This is the channel of clairsentience or clear feeling. It's the most common intuitive channel for earth angels, really for everyone, but often the most clouded due to trauma, codependency, and unprocessed emotional pain. You can work with Archangel Raziel to bless, clear, and empower your sacred GPS channel. Welcome. My intention with these podcasts is to create a space of transformation, that you come one person and you leave another person, that you leave transformed. And we do this by shining our heart light, on the pain, the wounds, the trauma, and the issues in the tissues, right? All the resistance, all the blocks, bringing that to the light for healing. And when we gather together, we are more powerful. In these podcasts, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels, 4 practices to heal your pain with angel love. We're on the final step of the final practice today. So exciting. And I'm sharing, a teaching, an activation, an oracle card to help you to trust your intuition, to relax and cherish your body, to receive your next level of angelic pain relief, to receive the healing, the compassion, the love that's available for you. My name is Jill Kempner, angel coach and author. As an angel coach, what I help my clients do is to heal the pain in their bodies with the love of the angels through the relax, release, receive process that I've outlined in my book. As a coach, what I help my clients do is to build a relationship with their own angels through a daily angel practice, through their own empowered connection, through their body, through their intuition, through their devotion, and through the pain, right? The pain is the portal that can open the flow of the angel's love. I was talking to someone yesterday and she's like, well, I'm not in pain, and then she was kind of like, I don't want to be in pain to work with you. I said, you don't need to be in pain to work with me. That's just one entryway for many people. I said, you just need to be on purpose. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, thanks, angels. So, I share with my clients this beautiful energy work because the foundation of my coaching programs is energy work. Yes, we talk and we share and we get clear, right? Because it's all about intention. Energy follows intention. But the most important thing, the core of the work that we do is we let the angels do the work, right? We relax, body, mind, heart, spirit. We release that pain, the trauma, the karma, the pattern, and then we receive the love. So I want to welcome everyone who will be here live today, everyone who's connecting with the replay. Thank you so much. Say hi if you're here. To be surrounded in a circle of unconditional love, empowerment, joy, and miracles. Happy middle of July. Can you believe it? Like, whoa, time is flying, right? Happy Trusting Tuesday. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be here with you, to share in this way. These offerings are, it's one of my sacred offerings. And I just am so grateful for all of you. And we've been journeying through all 4 practices in my book. This is actually the last step of the last practice. So we went through renewing your devotion. And when I share the story of my dark night of the soul, which was my opening, that was my opening to the angels. And my prayer is that no one has to go through the heavy and hard stuff I went through if I share my story. And these practices were birthed, right? My daily angel practice was birthed from my dark night of the soul. But I want to save you time and suffering. Then we talk about relax and cherish your body, which is, all about my medicine. I spent 20 years, relaxing people physically and mentally, which of course had a positive impact emotionally and spiritually, while sharing my energy. I was developing my energy medicine gifts while I was massaging, while I was teaching yoga. And the levels of relaxation is the gateway to angelic pain relief. And when you're in pain, when you're tight, when you're stuck, when you're blocked, the answer is relax. Then we go on to release practice number 3, release and lead with your heart, which I share. Oh, and in relax and cherish your body, I talked about really how pain was a portal, right? I tore my knee, I tore my shoulder, I retired from massage, and all the gifts that came from that pain, in part that practice, right? The 4 levels of relaxation and understanding the power of relaxation to heal, to awaken, to align you with your highest path. Release and lead with your heart was all about my childhood, my traumatic childhood, the death of my father when I was 11, and how I really had a mountain of hurt in my heart for decades before the angels came and helped me to clear it. And really, that release and lead with your heart, it's the most tender practice, and it's the most potent, because it's in the release that we get the relief. Yes, it's in the receiving as well, but it's in that release, where your body may twitch or shudder, your emotions may rise and fall, you may feel like you're being planted in the dark womb of no thing, right, in deep stillness. That's the fertile soil where the receiving can happen, where the relief can happen, where the healing can happen. And so I talk about the safety nets of releasing there, which was gifted to me by Archangel Azrael. Cushions of comfort, release only when ready, no rushing. And if that's something that piques your interest, remember that I went through every step of every practice in my book. So you can go back to those beautiful offerings, and the Archangel connected with it. And now we're here on Receive and Trust Your Intuition, which I'm the most proud of this story. I'm proud of all my stories. I'm proud of my book. I'm proud of how it's grounded my work and my medicine. But this story, I was still in it when I wrote it. Still in the PTSD, still in my brother's recovery. Hello, welcome. Say hi. Hi, Benicia. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Carly and Bashko. Welcome. I was still in, I wrote about 3 months of time in, hey, Lauren, in 7 pages. 3 months of pain, trauma, PTSD, roller coaster of emotions and energy and everything. And I wrote it in 7 pages, and I was just so proud of that story. And it's just interesting that landed here in my book, in the Receive and Trust Your Intuition, because that's when I realized that no matter what you're going through, you can still stay open to yourself, your divine guidance, your intuition, and your angels. And actually, that's when we need to stay open, when we're going through a trauma, when we're going through a challenge, a difficulty. That's when we need all the tools and often that's the opening for a lot of people. People end up coming to energy work and spiritual work and angel work after a trauma or multiple traumas where maybe nothing else ever worked, right? So there was something the angels are saying about that. So we've moved through all the 5 clairs, and we're in the most potent and powerful clair, the most known clair of all the clairs. When people think about intuition, they think about two clairs, the gut and the void and the vision, right? But we know it's all five clairs, and everybody's hardwired to have all five clairs. One of my jobs as an angel coach is to help you to open up all five of your clairs in harmony with each other and in harmony with your team of angels, right? So a lot of times what we're doing is we're actually unhooking our clairsentience, our intuitive channels from other people's drama, pain body, and trauma. Thank you, angels. So clairsentience flows through your touch, your gut, and your skin. It speaks through angel bumps and chills and temperature shifts and stomach knots and waves of tears, or even sneezing or coughing at key moments. It also communicates emotionally through grief, hope, anxiety, warmth, joy. The key is presence. Presence. I always say this. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. And I love that because it just takes all the pressure. It's like, wait, all I have to do is just be present right now? Yeah. I have to be present with the feelings, right? The thoughts, the feelings, the energy, the flow. And I also say this with great compassion. I know that's hard when we're in pain, right? The more present you are with your body, the more clearly you're going to hear the guidance. Your body is the truth teller. Your body is the divination tool. Your body is the barometer, right? Why I love your body is the barometer is because your body is measuring the weight of your thoughts and feelings. And a big part of what I've been doing with my clients is helping them unhook this channel from everyone else. Because I don't know what the percentage of people that I work with are, but I think all of them are. And I want to say they're 100%. We're all empaths, right? So we're feeling energies and emotions and our parts and all of that beyond normal human limitations, right? We're feeling it all. And this channel can be so misunderstood. I know it was for me. And so here's why, right? Because clairsentience can also carry this like heaviness, like a heavy shadow, because it's body-based and it's often dismissed, denied, or drowned out by overwhelm. Overwhelm, burnout, exhaustion. There's actually, let me see if I'm going to say all these. Yes, I still want to. I want to talk about the shadows of clairsentience, right? Because here's the thing. When we bring the shadows to the light, they don't have power over us anymore, right? Because we're literally bringing the shadow to the light. And guess what? You're not doing this alone, right? You have your soul, your angel team, and the awesome archangels, and so much more. So many sensitive souls absorb the pain of others without even knowing it. You might be processing your partner's anxiety or your child's fear as if it were your own. Raise your hand if you've done that. Oh my goodness. When I've been taking my clairsentience channel back from absorbing other people's pain for the past several years. This has been a journey of mine. And reclaiming it as my own. And some of that is no, the sacred no, I will not process this for you. No, I'm not going to feel it for you. It doesn't mean I'm cold or I don't care. It means that I'm not willing to carry anyone else's energy, anyone else's emotions, anyone else's burdens. So maybe that's for you because that was a download from the angels. Here's something that's really interesting. So these are some of the shadows of the clairs, right? Confusing your parts emotional pain, your parts with angel guidance. How interesting is that? When the angels told me, oh, that's the shadow of the Claire. So the shadow, we've got the shadow of carrying, holding, processing other people's energy and emotions, right? That's not healthy. We don't want to do that. And then we get our own pain, our own triggers confused with divine guidance, right? So I sometimes, like, one of my students said this, and she goes, it's kind of a muddy channel. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly it, right? So you might feel overwhelmed and drained and wonder why you can't clear it. So I wanted to share this piece of my brother's story. I mean, there's so much, and the bottom line is he survived. He survived a, a life-threatening, near fatal crash. And that's a gift. And he had 5 years. And I'd like to say that he enjoyed those 5 years, but he did not. He did not enjoy those 5 years because they were very hard. He lost everything, he lost so much. And of course he was still alive. And that is a gift. But he struggled. And now we're approaching his 2-year anniversary of his passing. And I'll be talking more about that in August. But it's still emotional for me. Obviously. It's like holding both the release of the suffering and the missing him, and just holding them both. Like, I know he's not suffering. I know he's free. I've gotten so many messages and downloads and signs and synchronicities and all of that. And it still hurts, Hi, Kate. Hi, Marie. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate it. So I'm going to read this next part a little bit just so I can stay on track. So if you've been listening over the past few, episodes, I've been journeying through, all the steps of my book, and then connecting the accident and the recovery in some way with the Claires. And something I didn't say last week, which came to me afterward. I always get downloads after I teach, and it's like, oh, it's fine. It's all good. Was that, because we were talking about clear fragrance, and I said one of the lessons Dylan felt he was learning was patience. And I feel like I was also learning that too, because I had to have patience with his recovery, his experience, his journey. And so during Dylan's ICU stay, my clairsentience was in overdrive, as you can imagine. I didn't realize it all the time, but I was often transmuting the pain. I do believe I was transmuting some of the pain that he was experiencing, because honestly, my biggest fear was he was going to be in pain after he came out of the medicated coma, after he woke up, because he broke so many bones, and there's just so much happened to his physical body. Was so afraid of him being in physical pain. And he really wasn't. I mean, that was, it's just a testament to how much emotional and mental pain can kill us is equal to physical pain, because he suffered much more mentally and emotionally than he did physically. And I do think I was transmuting. I know I was transmuting for my mom. That's a whole nother story. So I believe that was part of my spiritual service. And maybe even part of my soul contract, was to help carry some of that weight. I often felt exhausted and heavy after visiting him. And looking back, I believe that was my body's way of processing not only my pain, but his. One healthy boundary that my mom and I had, that actually she created, was we never spent the night at the hospital. And to be honest, that was one of the only healthy, energetic boundaries she had. but I agreed with it 100%. No matter how bad the day was, we always went home. We always went home to sleep and try to reset and rest. That simple rhythm helped protect our clairsentience and keep us from falling deeper into emotional overload or full-blown PTSD, which my mom already had. Of course, it was still horrific and depleting on so many levels, but that choice to leave, to rest, to return, was a small way of a sacred way that we honored our intuition, our bodies, and our angels. And I thank my mom for that. Um, you know, this channel, clairsentience, for me was very misunderstood. And before I understood healthy energetic boundaries, I was constantly overgiving and unknowingly processing emotions for people. My mom, my brother, my kids, my husband, my clients. I thought I was being intuitive and loving, but I was rescuing, merging, and self-abandoning in the process. I felt, and it's funny because I wrote this and I'm like, I am keeping this. And I felt like crap. I judged myself for it, and then I repeated the cycle over again. And while I stayed committed to my angels and my soul work, I didn't yet know that I needed to heal my clairsentience channel, not just use it. Like, whoa, right? So healing this channel took years, right? I had to do parts work and cord cutting and chakra clearing and trauma healing. I had to create sacred boundaries, not just with other people, but with my own inner parts, the parts of me. That actually would be a really great either masterclass or podcast, how to create sacred boundaries with your parts. So remind me of that later, angels. That I thought, I had to fix, right? I had to fix everybody, right? I still have an intense rescuer, fixer, healer part. But I'm realizing that it's more important that I'm in a balanced, healthy resource space before serving. And that's just been an ongoing process. I feel like I'm at a new level of it, but then something else will happen, right? As I continue to heal and grow and change and share and open up all my clairs to the next level. So 3 ways that I support my clients in healing and strengthening their clairsentience. I help them recognize the difference between angelic messages and emotional triggers from their unhealed parts, right? The parts that really they came to me to heal, to understand, to unburden, to relieve. That clarity alone brings enormous relief. To be able to discern between your emotions, your parts, and angelic guidance, right? I guide them through beautiful energy healing sessions to release absorbed pain and realign with their truth, right? To realign their clairsentience to their guardian angel's love and not to someone else's pain body. It's so powerful to stop processing for other people. I also help them establish a daily angel practice. It's all about the daily angel practice. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Kate. Welcome. Say hi if you're here. That grounds them into their body while still connecting them with their intuitive gifts. This practice includes meditation, energy work, affirmation, right? Prayer. I like to use oracle cards too. And to really tune in with curiosity and compassion, right? Curiosity, compassion, contentment, that's the energy of your soul. So when your clairsentience is clear, your gut becomes your sacred GPS. Oh, you feel the yes, you honor the no, and you no longer override your body to please, fix, or perform, or to rescue. Like, yes, sign me up for that. So it's an honor. It's an honor to help my clients reclaim their clairs and reclaim their clairsentience from other people's drama and pain body, from their own parts pain body and trauma. So let me see what the angels were saying. So I pulled a card, and then we're going to go into an activation with Archangel Raziel. Let me talk about Raziel for a minute. Archangel Raziel is, I always try to not say he's my favorite angel because they're all my favorite angels. But Raziel is a special place in my heart because part of Raziel's medicine is part of my medicine, which is alchemy. So he's the alchemist archangel, the magician, the wizard. He's the angel who heals past lives. He's the angel who helps you take your power back. He's the angel of revealing. He reveals the patterns. He reveals the parts. He reveals the pain so that you can step into your next level of wisdom, of higher self connection, of spiritual understanding of yourself, of your journey. In Angel Reiki, which I created, I did not create Reiki, but I created Angel Reiki. I merged the 5 sacred symbols with archangels. In Angel Reiki, his symbol is Zonar for deep cellular healing, trauma healing. So Raziel, in his own right, who's also teamed up with Raphael and Uriel with Zonar, a sneak peek of our Angel Reiki training next year. Is a healer in his own right, because what he's doing is he's healing the timelines, the past, the future, bringing you into the power of now. So he works with the rainbow ray. He's also the angel of, if you remember, clairvoyance as well. So clairvoyance and clairsentience. And he works with the rainbow ray and there's something powerful about the rainbow, right? Because it's all the colors. And he's bringing in, whereas Raphael, right, is the green ray. Raphael works with the rainbow ray, which is a more expansive power source, is the best way I can describe it right now. So we'll be bringing that into our activation. And the card that I asked is, how is it that you're reclaiming your clairsentience this week? And I pulled from one of my favorite decks. I just love this deck so much. The Guardian Angel deck by Britta Ballman. It does not have a book. So it's just the picture and the keyword. Priorities. Be mindful of what nourishes your life energy and what depletes it. Pay attention to what brings you joy, purpose, and inner peace, and prioritize these aspects. I mean, does this get any more aligned with what I've been talking about today with clairsentience? It's just so cool. It's prioritize your clairs for you. Unhook it from anyone else's pain body, if just for today, if just for this 10 minutes, if just for the hour, and get your power back, right? Prioritize your clairsentience for you. And I love that. So let's do a little activation. I have my book here to read Raziel's prayer. And I just want to say something cool about this. You can actually open my book and I invite you to buy my book if you don't have it. I invite you to open the book and use it like an oracle. Angels, what do you want me to know today? Open it up, look at it. Haha, I opened it up to meditation. And like maybe there's meditation is focus. That's what I've read right now. Maybe that's it, right? So what are we focusing on now? We're focusing on bringing our clairsentience back to us, back to our a sacred GPS channel for our divine guidance. Use it like an oracle, but know that there's a process here that if you're like, I really like this and I want to work with my clairsentience channel more, read about it in my book and work the process. There's actually like step-by-step how to unhook, how to heal the shadows. And I knew the angels wouldn't let me forget this. I want to say this about the shadows of clairsentience. There's 11 energies. 11 energies that and why this channel you can see can get. So is that you, Carly? I see the buckle and that's reminding me of you. Stress, tension, and powerlessness, trauma, PTSD, and abuse, codependency, struggles, suffering. I added exhaustion and overwhelm. So what that means is if you're feeling any of those 11 energies, this is the channels, the sacral navel chakra, even the solar plexus chakra, to clear. And that's what we're going to be working with today. Thank you, angels. I knew there was one more thing they wanted me to say. All right. So I invite you to close your eyes. We're going to do this beautiful clairsentience activation with Archangel Raziel. And just take some cleansing breaths in and out. Allow your breath to anchor you into the now, into your body, into your heart, and deep, deep, deep into the earth. See energetic roots flowing through your legs, through the soles of your feet, through the earth star chakra, through the layers of the earth, all the crystals, to the heart of Pachamama. Take a breath there. And take a moment to devote to reconnecting with the wisdom of your body. I'm devoted to receiving love and ease from my angels. Feeling your heart open to your angels' love. And then we invite your sacred team, your sacred angel team, those angels and guides that love you unconditionally in all directions of time. And we invite Archangel Raziel, angel of spiritual alchemy, of intuitive mastery, to join you now. Thank you, Archangel Raziel, for bringing us I'm going to do it in first person, bringing me the medicine of revealing peace and power, personal power. I invite the rainbow ray of Archangel Raziel to flow into my internal organs, revealing my inner peace and power. I allow the angels of revelation, peace, and power to infuse my aura and lower chakras, sacral, navel, solar plexus, with their healing light. I am ready, willing, and able to receive, trust, and take action on my clairsentient feelings. So bring your hands, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, if that's available for you now. If you're driving or listening to this later, no worries. Welcome Archangel Raziel's sacred angel Reiki symbol Zonar to be placed into your sacral, your navel, and your solar plexus chakras. This sacred angelic symbol spirals inward, gently unlocking and healing any emotional pain and energetic imprints that have clouded your clairsentience. So just let it swirl. For some of you, it's kind of swirling fast and moving through the whole temple. For some of you, it's just going really slow and like coding every aspect of your chakra temple. So, however it's happening for you, right? Let it spin with light, soft, golden, and spiraling through time, clearing trauma from this life and past lives. Just breathe. Breathe and relax. Soften all your muscles from your bones. Relax physically, letting tension release. Relax emotionally, knowing there's room for every single part. Relax mentally, letting your mind calm and clear. And then zonar into the third eye temple, master glands to the center of your brain, like a spiritual anesthetic. And then relax spiritually by consciously, purposefully, and intentionally surrendering all the blocks in your clairsentience. So whether it's stress or PTSD, whether it's exhaustion or just OPP, other people's pain, whatever it is, just like whatever, maybe you know exactly what it is. And if you do name it, for me, I'm just doing PTSD. I'm like, let it all go, from my brother's accident, my mother's death, my brother's death, all the things. Just let all the energy release, 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 surrender it as you step into this beautiful space of divine timing, of divine order, of divine intervention, the space of grace. And that's what I feel, this energy of ease and grace just flooding the sacral, navel, and solar plexus chakras, inviting whatever needs to release. Now imagine Raziel's rainbow ray flowing into the sacral, there you go, navel and solar plexus chakras, and moving through the whole chakra channel as it moves through the gut, the torso, all the internal organs, clearing away all the PTSD, all the trauma, all the abuse, all the codependency, all the exhaustion. The habit of absorbing other people's pain. Clear, 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 clear. Breathe deeply as this multicolored light saturates your nervous system with angelic peace, angelic power, and angelic truth. Notice what color of the rainbow ray is highlighted for you. I am feeling yellow and purple for me today. And let's ask, what am I truly feeling? What is mine to carry, and what can I release today? What pattern is ending once and for all? I heard codependency, absorbing other people's pain, like really loudly for me. I also, we want to ask, right? What lesson am I learning from this pain, this wound, this trauma, right? We're not getting rid of it. We're transmuting it. We're dissolving it. We're turning it from a wound to wisdom, from lead to gold, to spiritual gold. And that's what Raziel does. So he comes in, anchoring his clairs, aligning his clairs and his chakras with your clairs and your chakras, and feel the elevation of your energy body as you align with his pristine power, presence, and peace. Take it in. Breathe it out. As we bring our hands to our hearts in prayer mudra, we repeat the affirmation, I fully trust my clairsentience. 3 times, I fully trust my clairsentience, or you can have your hands on your belly. I fully trust my clairsentience. My body is the truth teller. I trust my body's truthful wisdom. Now your guardian angel's coming in and bringing their pearlescent white light over your aura, over all the clairs, the claircognizance at the crown, the clairvoyance at the third eye, the clairaudience at the ears, the clairsentience at the mouth and throat, the clair fragrance at the mouth and throat, and the clairsentience through the gut and belly. If there's anything else, any other hooks or cords or contracts that need to be released or resolved or dissolved, just allow that to happen. Anything else, anything else, anything else, angels. And knowing that your clairs are now attuned to your guardian angel's love, your soul's love, Raziel's love, and you can trust your gut. We dedicate the healing that you've received today to all our relations in all directions of time. See, feel, hear, know, and deeply trust your angels are bowing to you with love and devotion and compassion as we seal this beautiful activation with a namaste. Namaste. Whew. Oh, thank you for naming that, Carly. The notion that suffering leads to joy. Cancel, clear, release. Right? We can turn it into joy, but we don't need to suffer. Thank you for naming that. Okay, that was amazing. Remember to prioritize your self-care. This is what it says, right? Notice what nourishes you and what depletes you, right? If carrying other people's pain depletes you, cancel, clear, release. Don't do it, right? Get your energetic tools, get your grounding, your clearing, and your daily protection. And if you need help with that, right? If you want someone to walk by your side to help you strengthen your energy field, to increase your intuition, to heal that pain once and for all out of your lineage, I invite you to my free consult. It's called the Angelic Pain Relief Consult. It's a 1-hour conversation over Zoom where I'm listening to you and your angels. It's a heartfelt, compassionate space. There's nothing you need to prepare. There's nothing you need to do. Just have to show up and be yourself. And I'm going to share what your pain is really about. You think it's this, but it's really this. I'm going to share what your angels are saying about your pain, which brings relief. And based on your intention, based on your fuel, I'm going to pull an archangel for you. And that archangel is going to be guiding you forward on your next steps of healing. And if we're a good fit, I'll share the details of my coaching program with you. I know it's a stretch emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and financially to hire a coach. I remember the first time I hired a coach, I hired a business coach, and it was actually a group coaching program. So I only had one one-on-one with her. Whereas if you coach with me, you have a lot of one-on-one with me. My 6-month program has 12 1-hour sessions, one Raise Your Vibe call a month, unlimited email and text support, angel card support, a personal angel meditation, a personal angel team. It's so rich. And I remember, doing this group coaching and being, I was intimidated. I stretched myself financially, and it was the best decision I ever made. And now I have a coach that walks by my side, along with my personal team of not just my angel team, right? My earth angel team, my acupuncturist, my chiropractor, my therapist, my massage therapist, my energy healer, right? So that I can stay balanced and self-loving so I can show up and do my work. I love you all. So all that information's on my website under free consult, jillkempnerhealing.com. Will also please remind me, angels, to put the link here. And one more thing, I am going to be co-leading an amazing offering called Angelic Healing Frequencies tomorrow, Wednesday, at Inner Haven in Grays Lake. Megan Mosteller is going to be playing singing bowls and singing, channeling angelic frequencies while I'm channeling integrative energy therapy. I'm hoping to hop on live later today on IG Live and share a little bit about my IET journey. And I love you all. I appreciate you. If you're not signed up for my newsletter, you can do that on my website so that this replay will go directly to your inbox. And I'm out of town next week, so there'll be no live, and we'll be back, I think, on the 29th. And yeah, if this resonates with you, like, share, comment. I appreciate your support, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Lots of love.